And so now we'll focus a bit with the breath. I did. We'll place a hand on the belly and a hand on the chest, one and one, just relaxing with the palms on the one on the belly and one on the chest. Because the idea of this breath is that we're breathing in 3 different parts. And I know we only have 2 hands, but you'll experience it a bit deeper. And so the intention, the goal is for the breath to be able to focus, and the mind to be able to focus rather on the breath solely. So as you inhale, we'll inhale from the belly and let the belly expand like a balloon, and followed by the chest and the collarbones. And as you exhale, the chest lowers first, the rib cage lowers next, and then the belly comes in towards the spine last. And as you exhale, you might envision a towel being wrung out of water. And we'll experiment with this breath a few times. As you inhale, the belly expands like a balloon, followed by the rib cage and the chest. As you exhale, the chest lowers, then the rib cage, and then the belly last. Inhale, the belly lifts up first, then the rib cage and the chest. As you exhale, the chest goes, then the rib cage, and the belly. And if it helps, trying this with the open mouth tends to be a bit useful. Following the pace of your own breath, inhaling once you're finished exhaling. And exhaling once you're finished inhaling. And I invite you to see if you can make your exhales longer than your inhales. The longer the exhale, the more calm is prompted to the brain. We'll spend a couple more seconds just tapping in with this breath. Noticing the texture of your breath. Maybe you see if you can send the exhale towards a certain area of the body. A little moment of breath experimentation. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, so after your next exhale, we'll inhale our arms above our heads. Almost as if we're making our body as long as humanly possible. Maybe the toes get pointed. as you stretch long. See if you can make your spine a bit longer. And then we'll exhale the hands back down next to our sides. And after you exhale the arms back down, we'll inhale the arms back above head once more. Taking that nice big long stretch. Once again, making the body as long as possible. We'll exhale the arms back down. Once again, and just take a moment to notice how it feels to guide with the breath. On our next inhale, we'll open our hands out towards either side, almost as if we're hugging the world. Big hug, maybe a gentle smile to your face. And as you exhale, you're gonna give yourself a nice big hug with the right arm on top. Wrapping your arms around your body for a big embrace, just like that. And as you hug yourself, I invite you to see if you can bring the elbows towards your face just a bit more. Allowing the hands to grab the shoulder blades or the scapulas. We're opening our shoulders with this stretch. And if you'd like, the backs of the hands can meet in front of the face for a bit deeper. Just give them a twist a bit more. The other way. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Like that. You don't have to. You can also just stay with the big hug. You're good. Just like that. We'll take 2 more deep breaths in this position. And with your exhale, see if you can send the exhale to the shoulder blades. Sending the energy to open up the shoulders just a bit more. On your next exhale, we'll exhale the arms back out to hug the world after hugging yourself. If the legs want to come out and make a little starfish, they can. Before we let the left arm come on top this time, we'll give yourself a nice big hug with the left arm on top. Yep. And bringing the elbows towards the face as much as possible for the deepest possible shoulder stretch. And again, I invite you to bring a little smile to the face. Bring some gratitude to yourself. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for doing something different, for loving yourself a bit deeper. Give yourself all the love you possibly can. Maybe you even give your arm a kiss. Thank your body for moving. Thank your mind for being open. And we'll take 2 more breaths in this position. Before we slowly exhale our arms back out like a starfish, hugging the world, feeling the legs in the opposite corners, making the body as big as humanly possible. Big stretch, big stretch. And then we'll slowly start to bend the knees, bringing them in towards the chest, and then the arms will slowly wrap around the knees as well. Holding on to the knees. You can rock from side to side, give yourself a little back massage. Focus on the breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. You can also use this if you want to essentially just wrap around here and make it a bit easier for yourself. There you go. That takes a bit pressure off the arms and the lower back as well. Breathe. Inhaling through the nose, there you go. And then you can exhale the feet back down to the ground, leaving that bend in the knees. There you go. And we're gonna practice a little mini bridge. You can just drop it. It's all right. So with the hands out to the sides, knees gently bent. We're gonna lift our hips up towards the sky for a moment, putting that weight into our shoulders and allowing the belly to be drawn up like a string. Bringing the knees as close together as possible. We'll spend the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale all the way back down from the top of the back first. And then we'll let the bottoms of the feet meet, give each other a kiss, and then the knees will extend out to opposite sides, coming into a reclining butterfly. And the knees don't have to touch the ground. You can give them a little flap, just a little bit of hip opening. Do a triangle check. If you'd like a little bit more, the hands can rest on top of the knees. At this point, I would use blocks. If it's too intense for your hips, I can grab you 2 more pillows. You're good? Okay. The blocks underneath just help to bring the world up to you so it's less intense. But also you can move your feet out further away from your body to make it less intense, and then more intense, your feet come closer towards your glutes. Yeah, so you can play around with that for a second and just see how your hips prefer to be this morning. We'll spend a couple more seconds in this hip opening pose. Coming back to your intention, whatever it was that you set. Allowing it to move through the hips, through the heart. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. On your next inhale, you can use your hands to guide the knees back up towards the sky. We'll bring them in towards our chest once more and give a gentle rock from side to side. And I didn't have this on our agenda, but I love this pose, so we'll do it one time. We're gonna extend the legs up towards the sky. You can utilize a little strap if you'd like again. We're gonna grab hold of the bottoms of the feet or the toes and open our legs out towards the sides, a little happy baby pose. A little big smile to your face, a little bit of joy, yep, just like that. There's something funny about just pretending to be a baby, letting your inner child sing, wee, mama. A little bit of joy for your yoga practice this morning. Teta, teta. And if you'd like, you could release those feet, do a little bicycle movement as the feet come back down towards the ground. We'll let the feet, bottoms of the feet be planted, and we can just drop the knees from side to side. Starting the body to move with some twists. I like to touch my shoulders, but some people like to bring their arms out towards the sides to feel it a bit deeper in their lower backs. Oof. And I invite you to bring the breath back with this twisting practice. Maybe you inhale to go to one side. Maybe you exhale to go to the next side. Maybe your neck starts to move as well, and you look in the opposite direction of where your feet are or your knees are. Just helps to deepen the twists. There you go. Spine check. Take a few more of these gentle twists. And when you're ready, we're gonna roll onto our bellies. A little twist over. And we're gonna slowly walk ourselves up into a cat-cow position, tabletop rather. Hands below the shoulders, knees under the hips. I'm gonna turn onto this side. And what we're gonna do is a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, the chin and the chest will come up towards the sky, the belly coming down towards the mat, and your chin will look up, almost like tucking your tailbone. And as you exhale, the spine will touch the sky and the chin will touch the chest. So essentially what we're doing is inhaling to look up, exhaling to look down. There you go. Inhale, the chin is up, the belly is down towards the ground. Exhale, spine to the sky, chin to the chest. Inhale, chin up, belly down. Exhale, spine up, chin down. We'll do this 2 more times. At your own pace, letting your breath flow first, and then your body follows. And if you'd like, you can give a gentle side-to-side motion with the hips. Or maybe you move over the wrists in some circles. Some intuitive movements, listening to your body, noticing where you feel the most sensations, again without judgment. And when you're ready, we'll gently float the hips back towards the ankles. And if you need a pillow, you can bring a pillow underneath the hips. And the hands will come out in front of you. And we're coming into a child's pose. Yeah. You can also do it without the pillow if you prefer. The pillow is just there for support. If you prefer, the pillow can also be underneath your face. Because the idea is you're bringing your forehead towards the ground. And opening up. You good? And the hands out. There you go. Perfect. You need the next pillow for your hips? No? I think I do. My hips are tight this morning. But there's no judgment with that. Just letting yourself melt into the mat. Maybe the hands walk out a bit further. If the shoulders need something a bit more. Notice how your inhales and exhales have changed. Breathing deep into the hips. And when you're ready, we'll inhale our hands. Just walk over to the right side of the mat. We'll give a little focus to the right side of our bodies. Notice that subtle change. And then when you're ready, we'll exhale and walk the hands over to the left side. Allowing the breath to guide you. And last time we'll move on an inhale, our hands back towards the center. Notice how this child's pose has changed for you, if at all. And when you're ready, we'll walk our hands back up towards our knees. If there's a pillow underneath you, we can remove it. And you can either stay in this hero's pose with the sitting on the ankles, or if you'd prefer to do a crisscross applesauce sit, whichever one works best for you. We're gonna give a little bit of love to the upper body. Oh, you comfortable like that? We're gonna do some neck circles and then some bends and things, whatever you prefer, because some people are most comfortable sitting on top of their ankles like that. So we're gonna drop our neck down, drop our chin down towards the ground first, and just rock our head from side to side, bringing the ears towards the shoulders. Coming back to the breath, and doing your best to extend the spine towards the sky, not curling over yourself. When you're ready, we'll look up towards the sky. And once again, bring the ears towards the shoulders. Without judgment, noticing where in your neck might be a bit tight. And maybe pausing there for a moment. Sending the breath to the neck. And when you're ready, we'll bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Look down towards the ground. Left ear to left shoulder. Look up towards the sky. And we're starting to make some of these nice big neck circles. As you inhale, we'll look up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we'll come down towards the ground. Inhaling to look up, exhaling to come down. And do 2 more of these. When you're ready, we're going to switch directions. If you need to pause in that area that feels tight, feel free to. Two more neck circles in your own pace. When you're ready, you can find an even neck once again. We're going to play with our shoulders coming up towards our ears and letting them roll down the back. Shoulders up towards the ears, rolling down the back. And noticing if there's any more space in the spine to sit higher. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling the shoulders down the back. Do 2 more times, inhaling to come up, exhaling to come down. And when you're ready, we're going to switch the direction. Shoulders coming up the back, and letting them come down next to the ears in front of the body. Up. We'll do it a few times. Exhaling it out. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to come down. And then we're going to let the right hand come out towards the right side. We're going to sit a bit higher in our seat And then bring the neck over, or like tilt your head over to the left side, to the opposite side. So your neck will go that side. There you go. And if you'd like a bit more, the hand can gently rest on top of the head. Left hand to the top of the head to almost like pull yourself, yeah. So you're pulling your shoulder away from your neck. You're gonna feel all of that. For me, it's tension this morning. I'm quite tight in my shoulders. But breathe with it. Inhaling your intention, exhaling the tightness. Last round, inhaling intention, exhaling the tightness. When you're ready, we'll bring the chin towards the chest, rock our right ear to the right shoulder, and switch sides. So the left hand finds itself out towards the side, the right hand comes on top of the head. And we're finding that same level of openness. Inhaling the intention and exhaling, sending it to that tight area of the neck or of the shoulder. Embracing all the sensations present. When you're ready, you can release the hands, let them come back to the knees. If you'd like to do a gentle neck circle, releasing anything that might be present there. And we'll let the body start to relax. If you'd prefer to lay down, you can lay down once again for our Shavasana, our resting pose. Otherwise, you can stay seated and find stillness within the body once again. If you're still feeling that tightness in the neck, you can just focus on looking up towards the sky and then down to the ground. Up to the sky on an inhale, down on an exhale. Or maybe you even say no, or look no. Look over the right shoulder, the left shoulder. Or maybe you even just bop your head from side to side, bringing the ears towards the shoulder. Allowing for more of that neck tension to be released. Before you find the stillness. You can lay down if you want to. Let the body relax. Noticing perhaps what's changed at the end of your practice. If there's anything that feels a bit different, again, without judgment, just making that awareness. Maybe you bring back your intention. Embracing the fact that you've made it through. You've tried something new. Maybe you visualize you giving yourself a pat on the back or giving yourself another big hug or just a simple high five. A round of applause for you. Allowing your body to rest, to relax, to just feel for a moment time. To fully close this out, we'll envision a bright white light. Let that light be of love, of joy, of peace. Let the light shine very bright and big behind the closed eyes. When you're ready, you can imagine yourself, imagine your body. And imagine that light entering through the top of your head, coming down through your face, through the shoulders, through the arms, the hands, letting the light come through the chest, through the heart, through the rib cage and the belly, letting the light come through the hips. The light goes through the knees, the thighs, the knees, the calves and the ankles, and the feet. Let that light settle into your body. Take a few more seconds in your resting position. When you're ready, go ahead and wiggle those fingers, wiggle the toes. Start coming back into yourself. Eyes can slowly start to open. And when you're ready, you can come onto your favorite side into a little fetal position. Take your time. Be gentle with yourself. fetal position. Just thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself once again.
All my bosses are coming to me. I'm not showing up at work.
You feeling relaxed? Oh, that was nice.
At moments, and then the buzzer went on, and that created my anxiety.
Oh,
So I was trying to focus, to ultra focus on you. So I started to go outside, and then I started to come back.
it's a practice. It takes time.
Yeah, to block out the outside noises.
Yeah.
Because if I left it, my anxiety would be okay. He's going to buzz again. He's going to buzz again. He's going to buzz again.
But he didn't.
Well, I told him just give me a half hour.
Yeah.
We started outside with grass cutter, in the garden. And that's what so my maid was operating, and then.
But look how you made it through and everything is okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just had to.
Just a mental thing.
I had to.
And you did it.
Focus, and then towards the end, I was like thinking again. I came off. I jumped off from my brain. My brain jumped out in the moment, and I was thinking again. The things I have to do this week.
That's why we call it a yoga practice and not a yoga perfect.
Yeah, but it's when my brain operates, and then it's really block out other noises.
Takes time. I'm not even that good at it either. It takes time.